Hello all, welcome back. So in the last video, we have seen the signals, and in the last program, at the termination time, we have seen like if you have a single handler, how you will be like no how you want to write. Like let us assume I want to recognize whether I got sig user one or sig user two. How I will do that one actually. So let us test that one. Okay. So before that, let me say this one as a session one, and we also need to see the slides. Okay, so let us test this one, like how you will do that. Okay, before this, like sig user handler, before this, no need to have certain handler in some cases actually. So let us assume in this case, I will just say sig user handler and signal sig user. Maybe I will say no handler actually, because I don't want to write any handler, but still I want certain message actually. Okay, so you can also do like that. So instead of this particular handler, I just write directly this particular execution. Okay, so I can directly write the command actually. So maybe in the double quotes or single quotes doesn't matter. Sig user one, and in I say or echo. If you want to have multiple statement, as you know that one, you can separate it with the semicolon actually. So that's what I am writing, like in multiple statements actually. So I say something like this. Maybe single quotes I used. Okay, so now I don't have any handler actually. So let us try to pass the signal, whatever the since I copied that sig user and no handler actually. Okay, so since I copied that one, no need to do a change mode actually. So I just say whatever the 9695. Okay, so now if you see this one, it's sig user 1 or sig user 2. Okay, so let us assume I want to do this one, then sig user 2. So same thing, it will come actually. Now I am pressing Control C, it will stop. Okay, so this is if you don't want to write the handler actually, that's what you will be doing. This particular directly you can execute the whatever you want. Now let us copy this sig user one and handler. So but I want to handler, like now separate handler, like. So let us do this one. How I will need to sig user one separate handler. Okay, so let us do like how I will do this particular one. So you don't have any way, and I need to pass either sig user one or sig user two actually. So this is the simplest way. You have multiple ways, and you don't have the default system given handler. How you will do? You need to do something like this actually. So let us assume I do something here. Okay, and I say this one. Okay, so since like in generally system programming thing, so signal, it will, the OS will pass the signal number actually, but here it will not pass. You need to pass like from your routine that particular signal, then it will come to the same thing. So if I am generating sig user one, I will come to this in sig user one or sig user two, and I will also check particularly, let me check whether it is sig user one or sig user two. So I just use the case statement. So I say sig user one, case sig user one. Okay, so like this is whatever not sig user one, whatever the dollar one actually, because this is the dollar one, how we will be passing to the handler. I just say case dollar one in sig user one. Okay, so I just say echo in sig user one, and I will end this one, and I say sig user 2 in sig user 2. Of course, if I don't, this is not needed here. Echo invalid signal or not handle signal, whatever it is, because we are not handling that signal. So now let us assume, let us try this one, how we will do. This is a simple way how we will be doing. Okay, so let us check on that. I say signal sig user separate handler. Okay, so now we will first sig user one we will send. So 9772 process ID. So if you see this one in sig user one, it is same, because we have that particular case statement, and we passed like a in sig user 1 or sig user 2 in sig user 2. So if you want to handle in the same routine and then you want to recognize that one, you can do this particular way. So you can, if you can also handle, as we have seen, like multiple handlers, like in the, so if you see this one, I want to handle the same function with multiple signals actually. So I have 2 3 signals, I need to have the same handle, you can do that. But still, if you don't want like that and you want something, signal sig user, what is that, separate, right, separate handler. So if, let us assume you want to recognize, I use the same handler, but I want to recognize which signal is generated, this is the one of the way. You have multiple ways. So this one I am myself calling with a something like your command line argument actually. So this is the $1. So you are calling with a $1, and you can pass multiple arguments as well, and it will come to the same signal. Then I am recognizing which is the signal. So you can also do this particular one. And we will see one more thing. So let us assume I say kill, and I am telling that you are getting sick term actually. So if I say just kill this particular 772, let us assume I am running this. So let us assume, but I am not handling that signal, so you cannot test here. We will test that one. So now let us assume I say kill with no argument. It is giving the sick kill, sick term actually, sick term signal actually. How you will know? So let us handle that particular signal actually. So I will just say signal handler. Okay, maybe I will copy that signal handler. I say signal terminal handler, because whenever you enter this signal, this is nothing but sick term actually. So let us check on that. Okay, so sick term. Okay, in sick term. Okay, so let us do this one, and you can also exit actually. So I will not do anything, I'll just say exit. So if I say this one sick term, it will be exiting actually. So let us do that one, signal term handler. Okay, so now let us say kill whatever the process ID 9891. So if you see this one, it will come to this in sick term, and then it is terminated actually. Okay, so that's what how we will be doing. So if you don't want to just you want to terminal like no terminate, I just say now terminate. Okay, so if you want to quit from that, you can just directly say exit, then that particular thing will be quit actually. So if you want to do repeatedly, of course you should not do quit actually. So you can do without exit, then it will be keep on running, because we have the while loop. So if once you exit, then it is exiting from the program. So but be careful, if you are it will exit entire application actually. So you are like no, you are part of the application and you want to exit, then all the application is gone. So you should be very careful on that actually. So if you your own application, it doesn't matter, but industry application, you are not only the guy, you have so many people, so you should be careful enough on that. Okay, so this finishes this particular signal. So let us signals, let us cross check whether we have covered everything or not. Let me open that and we will walk through this. Okay, right. Okay, so default, if I say kill, it is nothing but it is giving you the sick term actually. Okay, so that's what we have tested. So that particular one, sick term, it is sending. Okay, so now we'll see signals in Linux, processing the signal, whatever these are the outline of this particular chapter. Okay, so these are the software interrupts. This is asynchronous events, it will be sending to shell script. And as ever as it can be like a other program also, like it means other program as well. That's what we executed separate shells, and sending means it is nothing but other programs. The default behavior is to ignore some signals and immediate exit on others. So some signals can be ignored actually. So let us assume you want to do something, like no, some cases it may be ignored, even your kill will not work actually. In that case, like no, sick term may not work. In that case, you need to use sick kill actually. So script may detect signals, divert control to a handler function or external program, whatever. So that particular function we have seen actually. So this is why it is used is for cleanup actions before exiting or restart certain procedures. So generally signals, if you see this one, like whenever you are let us assume you are in a Linux system, 10 people are running actually, so executing the program, and suddenly system administrator want to terminate the program actually, so he will send the signal called the sig kill. Then all the applications will be exited actually, so because it has to do a cleanup, so that's what it will be sent that particular signal. So that is the default action I'm telling. So control C is a SIGINT, like that, so many signals based on their actions actually. Execution resumes where it left off, the signal handler returns. So that also we have seen, like SIGINT we just keep on doing. SIG traps must be set separately inside the shell functions. Signals can be sent to a process with certain keyboard combination or with command kill actually. So either way you can do that particular one as we have seen. So but not all signals will contain the keyword combination. Some may not be having that particular signal combinations actually. Now this is whatever the control C is SIGINT, terminal is control Z, and then this is SIGQuit actually. And as we have discussed, not all signals, not all shortcut keys are signals actually. Like control D is a end of file. So this is how you will be doing with signals, either default action, ignoring the signal, handling or catching the signal. And you, as we discussed, sig kill and sig stop cannot be either ignored or handled. This is set terminal thing. You can do. You can see that particular one in the previous session. I have clearly told how you can modify the existing terminal settings also, like end of file I change it to control E, like that actually, erase and end of file, and then interrupt I will change it the default keywords, default key combinations actually. You cannot add the key combinations, but you can change the default key combinations. So that you have seen. Okay, so this is to get the list of the signal kill minus L, and if you want to do null, ignore the signal, that is null with single double quotes, you can test. And handler minus means resets to default action actually. So that's what we have seen in the in this we have seen with the examples. Okay, so this is the syntax: trap, handler, and any number of signals. So you can, of course you should not have a comma there. Okay, here it is comma, but in the real code it should not be comma, separate space actually. Comma will not work. So you can have a same handler for multiple signals. So this is how you will be doing that. This anyway we have seen, you can refer to the sample program. Okay, here I am sig hang up, like when the application exists, it will generally say that one sig hang up actually. So and sig quit, sig term in, I am using the same handler actually. So you can check on this particular one. Okay, so I have whatever this, like I am having a seconds zero, and then every time I am doing a sleep, and then I am saying minus n 10 seconds, 20 seconds, how many seconds this particular application is taking, something like this I am printing. And you can also do a infinite loop like this, while true and column, this whatever column, so it is end of that particular statement. So this is another example. You can, I have demonstrated you in separate programs, but here it is in one program only. Handling, ignoring the signal, this is demonstrated, and in this thing making into a default action, this is demonstrated in this actually. So your wish, so you can also club all this actually, and while true, this particular one you can club all this. Okay, so this is you can, whatever we did, you can club in a single program and you can do. I hope this session is useful for you, and you can, if you have any comments, you can put your comments. So, okay then, so thanks for watching my videos, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.